Hey friend, I'm so excited to share our luxury wedding day photo list template with you. This is something that we have tweaked over the last decade. We used to send it in a questionnaire form. We used to ask them questions in our original meeting. We used to ask them to send in an email. I mean, we've done a million different things. This is eventually what we have found to be the best thing for us. So I'm so excited to share it with you today. This is basically our template that we send to every couple. We do it all in Google Docs to just keep things really simple, because if we have this template in here, we just come in here and make a copy and then rename it with that couple and their wedding date so that we have that in a different place. And then everything is organized. So we have all of our photo list templates or photo lists for each wedding on the same place in our Google Drive. So I'm just going to kind of go over this template. It's pretty self-explanatory, but just in case you have any questions, we just typically fill out, obviously the bride and the couple's name here. And then I usually just delete the template to make it like their wedding day and photo list. And then this is just kind of shows what we say to them. We give them a little bit of direction on what to do with this list and to kind of show them that they don't need to write every little detail, but we just recommend all the things that we know we may not know about the couple, their family dynamics, things like that. So that's kind of how we ask them to be like detailed, add their names, things like that. The more detail they give us, the better job we can do. And that's kind of how we add to their experience and make them, really show them that we care. So, which we do. We love our couples. So, anyway, these are the things in the italics are what we use, to like explain that these are things that don't necessarily have to happen. They're just ideas for you. Anything in italics are just ideas. So basically, once they have filled this out, we go in and delete all this text. Like we come in here and delete this. We delete this. We just leave it to be really clean and simple. And then we use this as the timeline as well. We use all of the things from their timeline that they've sent us from the planner or the one that we helped make for them, and we combine it into one big document for them. And then this is like the photo list timeline that we use on the big day. So these are just a couple of ideas for them for getting ready. Sometimes brides are really laid back and they don't have anything in particular that they want. Sometimes they know they are going to have a special bridesmaid's gift or things like that. So we just like to give them a few ideas. You can add to this list too, obviously, and then save it as your template and go from there. We also include like all the bold things are things that we know we're always going to get. Them with each bridesmaid, all the bridesmaids together, them and the flower girls. It's a Southern thing to have a house party, so we've mentioned that too. But obviously they can come in and just delete this. And then they usually come in and leave whatever they want and then add all the people's names, which is really helpful for us. And then these are all just other ideas for them to get them thinking outside the box, like what are the photos that are going to be most important to them after the wedding has passed. And then same with the family as well. We ask for their names, things like that, any generational photos. We always like to get a photo of the bride's parents or the groom's parents alone too, because we know that they usually don't get those photos very often. And then afterward, if they're, not doing a first look, this is how we usually have things set up on the wedding day for family photos. So the bride side first, and then we added the groom so we can do both together, and then move on to just the groom side, and then we're done. And then the full wedding party. So if they say this is going to be beforehand, then obviously we take all these and we move them up here with the bridal party. But we have this kind of set up for them if they're not doing a first look. So you could even make two templates, like this one's for first look, this one's for no first look, and then kind of show them. But sometimes even if people are doing a first look, they want to save a couple of photos for afterwards. So this is just how we have it laid out. And then we just tweak it based on each wedding day. And then we also have a place for other important group photos. Again, these are just ideas for them, things to get them thinking. If their parents have anything, we always ask that too. Like, if the mom has 3 sisters or, something special that they want to add, we like to include that too. So sometimes these happen during family photos and sometimes it's during the reception. So anyway, whatever they don't want to use, they can delete, make it really simple for them, and just ask them when they want these photos to happen. So if they give us a list that's like really big, we usually will hop on the phone with them and kind of talk them through it a little bit. But for the most part, this really helps guide them and let them know that we are here for them and we have been here and we've been doing this for a long time and we're experienced and this is the norm. And then they're not having to write this from scratch. So that's kind of how we help make this more of a luxury experience for them. And I hope that you can take this into your business and really implement it and help level up a little bit. So I hope this is helpful and I hope that you can use it and tweak it and that your couples love it. So thanks so much.